So now we've learned Angular's HTTP module, we're going to look at a quick promises alternative. If you don't want to use RxJS or subscriptions or anything like this, you can get away with just using promises. So what we'll do is go into our passenger dashboard service. Now, what we actually need to do if we want to convert these to promises, instead of importing map, we can import to promise. So this will allow us to essentially change this to a promise. So what we can then do is call to promise. Now you can see that map has then gone underlined red, so we can call them. Now this is erroring because it's saying we are returning an observable. So we can just simply change this to a promise and the type has been corrected. So that's our first one that's been changed to a promise. So we'll copy this and we'll go down and we'll add it to the end of this one. We'll add this to then. We'll then change this one to promise. So this tells the update passengers to in fact return a promise. Then we'll do the same with remove passenger. So we'll do dot to promise. We'll change the callback to a then. We'll change the return type to a promise of passenger. And that's all we need to do. We are in fact importing an RxJS operator to do this. And I strongly advise that you do learn RxJS and do use RxJS. But in the meantime, if you want to get comfortable with Angular before, you can use this to promise syntax. So this won't actually work directly just yet because inside our dashboard component, we're actually using subscribe. Now, this might be a quick wake up moment for you because we can highlight all of these and change them to dot then, and you can see that everything is working correctly. So at this point, there's not a huge difference between RxJS subscriptions and using a promise callback. So we'll go back to the browser and just confirm that everything is working as intended. So you can see here that we have total checked in 2 out of 4 because we removed Steve. And we can carry on and start editing. So we can actually add Steve back and give that a refresh. So that's how to use Angular's promise implementation if you want to convert your RxJS observable to a promise.